Welcome back to Sports Fun, everyone. Back now with Mike Reiss and Step Flipper. And let's talk about this defense, shall we? Because the defense...
Yeah, that's the good
They
stuff.
didn't come up big in overtime.
No.
Right?
Yep.
But for the most part, you can't blame the D. Can you?
I can nitpick on the defense a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, I think you kind of can.
The defense, there was a time where Seattle went 4th and 1.
They stopped
And they stopped them cold.
Yeah.
They had some big-time plays, but when it came down to crunch time, you never ever stopped.
I do wonder if they'll go back, the coaches, and watch this and say, geez, maybe we were too aggressive when you consider DK Metcalf and Jackson
the broken play.
Smith and Jigba. I mean, those two guys, between them, had 22 catches for like 240 yards. And so the thought being like, maybe they could have done more to take those guys away or devote more attention to them. Obviously, you had the broken play.
But Seattle beat you in overtime. Their offense outsmarted you. They outplayed you. They made the plays when it mattered. You couldn't stop them. You thought you had the edge. You thought you had the blitz called, the right play. The fullback goes into the flat, gets a first down. You lose Tyler Lockett on a scramble, and he catches a big play. It happens every single game with them. It wasn't a lot of plays. It's like a small victory lap.
Yeah.
It's a small victory lap, but he does it every game. He's been doing it for years.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say, other than this, you can tell that the defense has an edge to them. I feel like they feel like a little disrespected. Bill's not here. Oh, no, you can't do it without Bill. Covington's my defensive coordinator. I believe that they take it personally.
Right.
But they still have lapses, and it hurt them today.
This was a concern to me, guys. They always say, let's make them one-dimensional. Take away the run, so they have to pass. I thought they took away the run and helped that Ken Walker didn't play in the game.
They just couldn't stop the pass.
Couldn't stop the pass. And so to me, it was like, one or two plays goes another direction. Maybe we're having a different conversation, but it shows vulnerability.
Geno Smith, the quarterback.
But those are excellent receivers. DK Metcalf, he's top of the line.
You see his face when he's talking. You're thinking it's not like Geno Smith is some chump. Middle of the road, veteran. No. He's basically Jacoby Brissett. Okay. Now, would you make that look for Jacoby Brissett?
No.
He didn't do it in the first segment, did he? No, he didn't do it. He's not. Two guys out of your guys. Two guys.
I wouldn't do that with Jacoby Brissett. To be perfectly honest. But no, Geno Smith didn't make mistakes. He took what the defense gave him, that's right. and he was able to produce in overtime.
And you could think of that first game that the Seattle Seahawks had against Denver was horrible. It started horrible. Offsides, interceptions. They played terrible. Metcalf wasn't involved. Smith and Jigba, he was not involved at all. Lockett had 6 catches, but they obviously said these guys need to be involved.
Yeah.
And they made it happen.
One guy who was involved, Keon White. Okay? First 2 games, he has really stepped up. Correct?
He's so scary. I would dress up as Keon White for Halloween. That's how scary he is.
Unique player in that he can play all the
everywhere.
positions.
Just goes everywhere.
I was talking to him in the locker room this week. Said sort of like J.J. Watt. He wants to be like that, where J.J. Watt could line up outside, then he goes inside, and he's disruptive all over the place. One thing I'm concerned about, Steve, for the defense, Jawan Bentley, linebacker, leaves with a shoulder injury. Saw him in the locker room after the game. Hard for me to believe he'd be ready to go on the quick turnaround to Thursday, and that's like the central piece of your defense.
How would you say Christian Gonzalez did? Now, obviously, the big play, the broken play, miscommunication.
Kyle Duggar took responsibility for that.
He did?
Even though Gonzalez.
Overall,
I like
Gonzalez.
I thought
some pass breakups.
Yeah, some pass breakups. I think when you look at the numbers, Steve, it's hard to say that any of the corners can feel great about this game when Metcalf and Smith and Jigba had 24 catches between them. So I think, to me, Gonzalez maybe a little bit of a step back from last week when he was against Jamar Chase. You agree with that?
No, I agree with you. And not looking at the all 22 copy to know exactly who's responsible for what. The numbers don't lie.
22 catches between the two guys, Metcalf.
Okay, can we look ahead because it's a short week? Yeah. Okay, let's just turn the page.
Let's get over it.
Wednesday.
I'm over it.
It's Wednesday.
Because they have Thursday night football.
Totally over it.
Against the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thought. Your thoughts against the Jets? Can they get it done or not get it done?
I think this is a tough spot for them. This is the Jets' home opener, Steve. Jets have had their first 2 games on the road.
Okay, forget you. Can they get it done or not?
You're not going to get it from me either. Wait, will this make you like me more? I think they have such a good chance.
Tell the truth.
No, I'm with them.
Listen,
This is a horrible position. Short week, injuries on the offensive line. Your major keystone on defense not in there also.
The Jets
coming
have
home.
their own issues.
The Jets are still better than you.
That defensive line they have against the Patriots' offensive line.
Good luck running that power and that counter and that heavy set. You don't even have the lineman, the extra lineman
So what
anymore.
you're saying is they're going to be 1-2 after Thursday.
I feel like there's a good chance.
That would be the prediction. But, Steve, you know what? The team has played tough. Give them credit, right? Give the Patriots credit. Both games they've been in.
Yep.
And I think they've been more competitive than I would have thought they would have been at this point.
The one thing, and I'll end with this, the one thing that Gerard Mayo said at his press conference at the end of the game, after the game was, this is a tough team, to your point. 100% believe them.
Yeah.
100%. They're wired the right way, and they're
not going to overlook them.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah.
All right, my guy.
All right, good stuff.
Thank you.
Steve.
Flipper.
I'm not even doing it.
Flipper.
Are we friends again?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Always. All right. Good stuff.
What's that move again?
It's step and flipper. Hold on. It's step, flip.
Got it.